Hello, Trader Fred here. Notice I said Fred, not Ed. You might know my very popular cousin, Trader Ed, on the TraderPlanet.com website. Ed and I look very similar. He's a little bit taller, and he's got brown hair. I went to Florida and celebrated Thanksgiving there, and I was made aware of the fact that Metropolitan Ministries needed volunteers, and I jumped at the opportunity. Took some pictures and wanted to share those with you. I hitched a ride with my friend down to Metropolitan Ministries in his new truck. The tires were huge, bigger than me in fact. I got to Metropolitan Ministries, and it was a very big facility. Not only do they provide temporary housing for people, but they also provide counseling, food, and many other things for those in need. I went to the registration center, where I had to fill out some paperwork. Then the next step was to pick out an apron. So I went to the basket. They had blue aprons, they had green aprons, they had orange aprons. Finally, I decided not to wear an apron because they were so big, even the size small was too big for me. I met this lady while I was registering, and she helped me get my name tag, and that was nice because people came up to me, even people I didn't know, and said, "Hey Fred, how you doing?" and "Happy Thanksgiving, Fred," and all that. So it was really nice to have name tags. Met a lot of other volunteers and people who were there. While we were waiting for the guests to arrive, I was just kind of sitting there hanging out, waiting. And then someone came over to me and said, "Excuse me, Fred, you need to have gloves and a hairnet." So I went over, I put some gloves on. Of course, they didn't have my size. And then I got a hairnet put on me. And I thought I looked kind of weird, but then again, I realized, who cares? It's for charity. Once I had my gloves and my hairnet on, I went back into the kitchen. And in the kitchen, they were making mashed potatoes, they were making carrots, turkey, of course, and stuffing. A lot of people were helping. It was great to see all the teamwork. I also went into a room that they had filled with cans where people had donated canned food goods after they got their meals, which included mashed potatoes and carrots and turkey and stuffing and cranberries. I made sure that everyone had a roll of bread. Then, as people were eating, after my job was done, I just went around and visited with people and met some of the kids. And, you know, a lot of the kids were my size anyways. They probably thought I was a kid, even though I'm a grown man. But the kids had a great time, and I really enjoyed it too. I met a mother that had 3 daughters, and they've fallen on some hard times, but thankfully Metropolitan Ministries has helped them kind of stabilize while they're getting back on their feet. And I spent some time hanging out with them, and that was really fun, and they really enjoyed it. After I was done volunteering for the day, I was pooped. So I went back and took a nap, and before I knew it, it was time for my own Thanksgiving meal. So I went over to a friend's house and prepared for a feast. They even asked me to carve the turkey, which, I'll admit, I've never done before. Lane had to kind of bail me out on the turkey carving because, well, the knife was pretty big and I just couldn't get a firm grip on it. And did a great job carving the turkey. I think he's done it once or twice. And then we enjoyed a really great meal. So it was fun, and it was the perfect ending to a wonderful day. Started off feeding others, ended up feeding myself. Well, I have to say, this was the best Thanksgiving I've ever had. Not only did I have fun, but I helped people, met a lot of great people, and even though I wasn't with my family, I had family all around me, which was great. Until next time, Trader Fred, out!